All righty. Well, let us begin. I'm here with Lloyd, who, through sickness, health, eye issues, has come on to talk to us about the very exciting launch of Savage Race Point Series.
I'm here. We're excited.
Are you trying to match your compatriot in the beard department? So you got a pretty fierce winter beard going on.
I do, but I can't compete with Lee or Bo. I think they both have me beat.
I don't know. You look very I don't know what you look. You look very
Old?
Wiccan. I don't know. Are you looking at a different monitor, by the way?
I'm looking at. There's a camera above my monitor.
Okay, right. Because otherwise the audience is like looking at your head.
I'll try and look at it more. I don't like being on camera.
I know, and the people listen. You guys are great. You quietly behind the scenes, just put on good events, serve your customers. We love that about you, but we definitely want to talk about this series. So what we know so far is, I guess, why don't we pull up, actually, let's pull up what has been written. Okay. That sounds like a good idea, right?
Sure.
Okay. Let me pull up um, Obstacle Racing Media, a wonderful news and information site. Um,
Yeah, you guys broke it first. We haven't even posted it on ours yet.
all right. So here we are. We're looking online here. There's some happy people. So mandatory events: Dade City, Kennedyville, and I actually got this wrong. Somebody told me, and I forgot to fix it. It's not Zanesville. What's your Ohio city? I just remembered. I forgot to fix this.
Zane's Field, I believe.
Zanesfield. My apologies. Who knew there were so many Zaneses out there? But you've been there multiple times, correct?
Mad River Mountain. Yep. Ski resort.
So those are the three mandatory, and then you can either go to March 26th here, Dallas, Georgia, my home Savage course, or May in Charleston.
Correct.
So nothing's changed about those so far, correct?
Do both of those.
Well, you must complete at least one of them.
Correct.
But you're saying do both of them?
I mean, if I were going for it, I would. You can drop one of them.
Right. So why don't you explain to folks kind of the sort of the theory behind why you chose these events, or how your season is going to play out? Can you talk a little bit about that?
So, I mean, the three mandatory events were kind of just geographical. We tried to kind of put one in the south, one kind of, and it's not the northeast, but kind of the middle of the East Coast, and then one a little further west, and it was kind of end with a challenge. Ohio for us has probably got the most elevation change, and it's a tough course, so we thought it'd be a fun one to end on. The two optional ones, Georgia is obviously a fan favorite. I mean, it's just a great course, and then South Carolina is a new one, so we thought we'd bring a little attention to it and try and get people to that one as well. It's gonna be a little flatter, faster, but Lee's pretty excited to put a new course together at a new location.
And what about the overall timing in the sort of March to June season, if you will?
Yeah, we just wanted to kind of get it going and not compete with other series championships, yada yada, so that athletes don't have to kind of pick or choose. That we thought this was a good way to introduce it, see how it goes, see what people think, and the Savage way is always let's try it and make improvements. I'm sure people will have lots of comments and things to say, and hey, we'll learn stuff along the way. And the idea was let's get it going and make it will get better each year.
And have we looked at, I know this is something we talked about off the record, but have we looked into potential tiebreakers?
We've looked into it a little bit. I don't have a concrete answer of how we're going to do that, but that obviously will be disclosed before the first race. We want to make sure that everyone is aware of how that will happen, so that will be announced before the Dade City event. hoping that it doesn't come down to that, but obviously we need to be prepared if it does.
Yeah, and I think the way you've done it, it's not as likely as if you said, okay, like just pick 3 races from our season. You would have tiebreakers all over the place because you'd have people that just like would just go to the South ones. Then you'd have people who would just cherry pick,
Cherry
you
pick.
know, PA in Ohio or whatever. So I think it's but certainly we need to look at that before we get as it gets closer.
Yeah,
I
there's
wanted to
obviously a chance that can still happen, and we'll have a plan if it does.
right, and so and then here it is. The podiums will pay what they always paid, 1,500, 250.
Correct. Nothing.
And then the series, and that's men and women. And then at the end of the series, first place 2,500, second place 1,000, third place 750, fourth place 500, fifth place 250. Which I think I think this is all a great start. Obviously, people are like, well, we wish it was more money, as we all want more money in the sport. But I think it is a solid starting point.
Sure. I mean, I would love to throw more money at it. We'll see how the registrations go and how it goes. But this was kind of a starting point, and I feel like our race payouts are pretty solid too for every single event. So that's what it's going to be, and we'll see how it goes.
And everyone also is curious about how tough the courses are going to be. A couple of courses we had women stuck at rigs for a really long time, and I know Lee prides himself on giving us a new rig every time.
Sure.
And it's hard to judge how hard that thing is until we get there usually, and especially if it's wet, that kind of thing. So what are your thoughts around those this year or 2022?
So for these races, I will say that the goal is to see more completion than what we saw at some of the other events, and that's been a kind of a discussion. So the rigs will change. It's still going to be something different, but the goal is to see more people through it. Where we don't want to see a lot of non-completions. The goal is to get completions. The only way you're going to score is with 100% completion. So the idea is to get more people through.
Yeah, and again, we're
not saying it's going to be easy,
right.
The goal is to for these events in particular to make sure that people are getting through.
Yeah, and again, it's weather dependent, right? Or clear day, easy peasy, or a lot easier. And when there's water involved, things get real tough. That's just the nature of obstacle racing. So we're gonna see, and there's gonna be questions, and I'm sure some kind of controversy as we go along the way. But that's the nature of our sport, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of how it works.
So, is there anything else you'd like to tell folks about the series?
I mean, I don't really have too much else. I mean, I'm hoping that everybody's as excited as we are and comes out, gives it a shot. Haven't done a Savage race. It's now's a good time.
Well, I think definitely, without getting too much into other stuff, Spartan is changing theirs up and still hasn't announced exactly what it is. And their season looks actually mostly West Coast focused. So I think you have a great opportunity to bring some folks over. Like not a lot of same day race competition kind of thing.
Yeah, we're excited to see how this shakes out. It'll be interesting to see who finishes at the top.
When will you be healed up? Do you want to disclose what happened to your eyes? It's not COVID related, is it?
No, it's not. I'm actually it's a sty that's just really, really swollen. I went to the doctor yesterday, and if it is not better by Monday, they will go in and cut it open.
Yeesh.
So fingers crossed, I'm looking better on Monday.
Okay. Do you know whose birthday it was 3 days ago? Very, very big birthday 3 days ago. Are you aware?
No, whose was it? Yours?
Your friend Kevin O'Sullivan?
I don't know who that is.
I thought you were a big Gators fan.
Oh, Sully, the baseball coach.
Oh, I thought he was the football coach. See, shows you what I know.
Yeah.
Are
No,
you guys in a game? Are you guys in a bowl game or no?
we were in a bowl game a few days ago. It didn't go very well.
What bowl did you what game did you play in?
It was in Tampa. I'm not sure what it was. It was, one of those not so great bowl games, but we lost to UCF.
Oh man, in the Gasparilla Bowl.
There you go.
Has Savage thought about sponsoring a bowl game? I hear that's might be a good move.
No, we have not thought about it. Not at all.
All right, man.
Heard that doesn't go very well.
All right, man. Well, thanks for coming on, dude.
Yeah, no problem. Good talking to you, man.